Hey horror freaks, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amanda. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you can get a notification every single time I post a video. I post every single Friday, and welcome to Confessions of a Horror Freak. Last video I was talking about the horror cinema history, how it began, the story of the genre, literature, the first films, things like that. Today I'm going to be doing the part 2 since the story is quite long and there's a few things that we need to still talk about. We're going to be talking about the 50s. On the last video, that if you haven't seen it, you should. I'm going to leave it right here. You should go see it and come back. Today I'm going to be talking about the 50s. On the last video I was talking about how on the 60s Alfred Hitchcock became famous, the master of suspense, how psychological horror began. But what about the 50s? What happened there? You know what it did? That the concerns of society were reflected on films, and this created what it's called doomsday state films or apocalyptic things like the end of the world, alien invasion, giant monsters, lab accidents, that type of thing. Yeah, it began on the 50s. Also during this time, 3D makes its appearance on the film industry, something that we know a lot today, but at that time it was something completely new and oh my god, what is this? And the first film to ever be a 3D horror film was House of Wax of 1953 that stars Vincent Price. Now there is a 2005 House of Wax, and it's a loose remake. It's not pretty much the same, but it has the idea, but they're not the same at all. I still like it though. Now you probably know Vincent Price because of his role on Edward Scissorhands. He is the creator of Edward, and this is also his last work. Now giant monsters like Godzilla and spiders and King Kong became very popular, and films like Tarantula, that it's basically just a giant spider creeping out a city, became popular. And then we have King Kong on the top on the Empire State, and we have Godzilla in Japan. Everyone was getting scared, but everybody was loving it. If you ask me, I can't watch everything except about spiders. I am arachnophobic, so there's no way I'm going to watch that. But you can tell me, how was it? On the late 50s, something that made his experience also in horror is science fiction. Now we have things like Alien and The Thing, but the first film to ever be horror and sci-fi, it's The Fly of 1958, that it's also starring Vincent Price. Vincent Price is a horror icon of this era. He did a lot of horror B movies that are cult classics today. I encourage you to watch his work. He was a really good actor. Now, something that also became very popular with this is horror anthology series. Things like American Horror Story, but the first one is the Twilight Zone. Now, this series inspired the theme attraction in Disney Hollywood Studios in Orlando, Florida, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. This is a dark ride that simulates a hotel of Hollywood from 1920s, and the story, it's about an elevator and a storm, and you are in the elevator and you're going up and up and up, and suddenly you're dropped down. The only thing I can say is that the first time I ride that thing, I almost pee my pants, but it was worth it. So if you have ride it, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you should probably watch a video about it, or if you're planning on going, don't skip it. The line, the waiting, everything will be worth it. It made justice to the series that is on Hulu. You can watch it today, but it's a really good experience since the drops and the ups and downs are aleatory. You will never have the same experience. I'm a fan of theme parks and everything, and something that people don't think to realize is that horror has its presence in theme parks. but that's something that I'm going to keep to myself. Let me know in the comments if you want to know more about this, and I will make a video. Just let me know in the comments. Well, horror freaks, this is all for today. Thank you so much for watching it. Now let me know in the comments also, would you like a part 3? Because there are so many things that I haven't said, but probably that will be like an hour-long video. So let me know in the comments what you think, and I'm going to be seeing you next Friday. Bye.